Hey everyone, and welcome back to our new video. And guys, today I'm going to show you a really useful and beneficial automation which is designed and created for those people who frequently conducts webinars to generate leads for their business, to educate their audience, and to raise awareness for their brands. So here we have taken the example of Heysummit application to collect the registrations for the webinar, and we are going to integrate this Heysummit application with a webinar hosting application which is called Jetwebinar. So this automation will let you transfer the registrations that you're getting from Heysummit landing page directly as a registrants into Jetwebinar application automatically. So you need not to manually sort out the details of the registrants and add those registrants one by one into Jetwebinar. It is going to happen automatically and it will save a huge amount of your time. Let me show you how. So this will be the flow of this automation. Here we have created a landing page or the registration page with the help of Heysummit, and as and when the registration happened, the registrant who have done this registration is going to be added as a registrant in Jetwebinar application automatically. Yes guys, and to make this happen we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool, and the best part is you can set up this automation in very few easy steps without any coding skills or programming knowledge. So anyone can set up this automation very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first and the obvious step is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account first and reach the dashboard. So to reach here, use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and it will provide you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay, so sign up and reach here. And guys, here you have to create this automation by a workflow. So just click here on this create workflow button, and here you can give any suitable name to your workflow. Let's fill the name here as Heysummit to Jetwebinar. So I have filled the name here as Heysummit to Jetwebinar automation. After giving this name, just click here on this create button, and you can see your workflow is getting created here like this. And on this page you will see the trigger and the action. So the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger this workflow, and the action would be the response towards the trigger. As in our use case, the trigger would be a new registration received from Heysummit's landing page, and the action would be to add the same registrant into Jetwebinar application, right? So our automation work on these two things. So first of all, you have to set up this trigger here. So search for your trigger application first, which is Heysummit. Select it, and in the trigger event use this option new attendee registered, and it will give you this URL. This is called as a Webhook URL, guys, and it is used to fetch the data out from an external application to here in Pabbly Connect. So with the help of this, we are going to make this connection by following these instructions written here, right? So to do this, just click on copy this URL, go to Heysummit's dashboard. This is my Heysummit applications dashboard. This is my Heysummit's dashboard, you can see, and I have this webinars landing page. Okay, is PHP a dying language in 2022? This is a webinar that I am going to conduct on Jetwebinar, but I have created a landing page here on Heysummit. So click on this events page, and under this event, on the left hand side you will find an option under this event setup. Click on event setup, and under event setup you will find this webhooks option. Click on webhooks. Okay, and here you have to add a webhook. So click on add webhook button. Okay, now from this action field, choose this action attendee registration started, and here in URL to send data you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from the workflow like this. Then click on save, and a new webhook is added here, right? And you can see in Pabbly Connect, as you have copied this URL, it started showing this waiting for the response. So this means now you have to perform a test submission. This means now you have to do a test registration from the landing page or the registration page, and we are going to capture the data of that test registrant here in this workflow. So let me open my landing page or the registration page, which is this. Okay, so this is a registration page created with Heysummit. So here it is, you can show the data related to the webinar. And here you can see, have you booked your place yet? So here you can enter your email address like this. So this is a test email address of a test registrant. Now click on book my place. Okay, so then you will be redirected to this page, and here you have to enter the name of the registrant. So let's say the name of my registrant is Aaron Manuel, right? And now you have to click here on this complete order, and you can see you are in, right? And it is showing that your registration is completed, and you will receive a confirming email for that, right? Now let's check in Pabbly Connect if we got the data of this new registration. And you can see here the response got captured like this, and here you can see the name of the registrant, the email, and this selected event like this. Okay, so this is how we can capture the data of a test registration. And now I want to add the same registrant in Jetwebinar, where I'm conducting the webinar actually, right? So for that to happen, I need to connect Jetwebinar here. But before that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate this first name and last name of this registrant, because when you enter the details of a registrant in Jetwebinar, you need to have this first name and the last name separated of the registrant, right? For that to happen, click here on the Sections tab, and from here I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly which is called Text Formatter. Search for Text Formatter, and then in the action event, select Split Text option, click on Connect, and now it is asking which text you want to split. And so I'm going to map this name here, this name label here in this second step. So to map it here, just click here, and you will find this first step in the drop down, and when you click on it, you will see all the data that you have received in the first step. So from here only I'm going to map the name like this, and in the separator you need to put from where you want to separate this name. So I am going to separate the name as the first name and the last name. So I'm going to put here the space as a separator. So to put space as a separator, you need to put it here, space, in this format like this. All right, and in the segment index you have to select all. So it is showing you this data. If you want the first name only, you can put first. If you want the last name, you can put second or last, or second to last. And in any case, if you have a string, you can use this, all these things. I'm putting here all, and click on Save and Send Test Request. And you can see the name got separated in these two labels. In the result 0, you have the first name. In the result 1, you have the last name, right? Now I'm going to click on this plus icon, and now let's connect Jetwebinar here. So select Jetwebinar, and in the action event, select Add Webinar Registrant, click on Connect, and from this window select Add New Connection option, and it will ask for the API key of Jetwebinar application and the account name, right? So you can find these things from the dashboard of Jetwebinar application from the settings, right? So I'm going to Jetwebinar, and here you will find the settings icon. Click on settings. Okay, and let's read the instructions. Under the settings, from the left hand menu, get your API key under private API key section. Okay, so this is the private API key. You can see, just copy this private API key, paste it here, and in the account name you have to enter the account name. For example, it is given here the domain, the full URL link of your Jetwebinar's dashboard. So now you just have to skip the leading HTTP address and .jetwebinar.com, and just you have to put this account name. Okay, let me show you how. So this is your dashboard, and in the top search bar you can see we have this link. Just copy this whole link, put it here. Alright, now I'm going to remove this leading HTTP address, and from here I'm going to remove this jetwebinar.com. Okay, so this is my account's name. You can enter your account name, right? Then click on save and you will be connected with Jetwebinar like this. And now you have to select the webinar's name. So this is my webinar's name, and you can see all the webinars you have created in this list only. Right now I have just one webinar here. Let me show you in the event section. Okay, I think I can see it on that dashboard. So in the all event section, your webinar will appear like this. So I have created this webinar here, and it got selected here from this drop down. Now it is asking for the first name, the last name, the email address, and all these things to create a registrant in Jetwebinar. So I'm going to use this data that I have received from the registration page from Heysummit. Okay, and I got this name separated in the second step. So from the second step, I'm going to map the first name and the last name. So just click here, and from the second step, map the first name. For the last name, use the second step, map the last name. For the email, you have to use this first step. Here is the email. And you can enter the source also. You can enter the source manually, or it is not a compulsory thing. You can leave it blank also. Schedule date and schedule time and the time zone. Alright, so you can find these three things from your Jetwebinar application. Okay, or you can see it directly from the registration page. Let me open the registration page again. Okay, so you can see this is the registration page, and it is going to happen on 20th of April 2022 at 10 AM, right? So put here the date in this format, month, date and year. So the month is April, date is 20, year is 2022. Okay, schedule time, you have to put the time in this format. First of all, put 10 colon minutes, 00 minutes. Okay, and at the last AM. Okay, AM. So this is the schedule time, and the time zone is I am working in India, so that my time zone is Asia, Kolkata. You can enter your time zone. So you have to enter here Asia / Kolkata, right? So this is the time zone, and we are done mapping the data. Now you can check your connection with Jetwebinar by clicking on save and send test request, and you will see a new attendee got added here in this attendees list. Let me show you. So here I have these attendees right now. These are the attendees of my webinar, and let me click on save and send test request, and let's see if we add a new attendee or not. You can see this is the result, new registration created. Let's check. So I'm refreshing this attendees page, and now you will see a new attendee here, and you can see Aaron Manuel got added here like this. Okay, so this is how it is going to work in real time, guys. So we are done setting up this automation. And guys, I forgot to tell you one thing here, that as you add registrants in Jetwebinar, Jetwebinar application also send confirmation emails to the registrants, and to ensure to send the confirmation emails, you just can edit this event here. Click on add it, and here you will find this email funnel on the left hand side panel. Click on email funnel, and here you can create a beautiful email for the registrants. You can enter the email addresses, and to the you have got the attendees data here, and it will automatically send confirmation emails like this to the attendees, right? So you can just create such templates here and just click on save webinar and you are done. Now as and when you add a new registrant here, the confirmation emails will be delivered from Jetwebinar automatically. Okay, and you have to set up this automation. You have to make these connections and map the data only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually here in this workflow. After that, as and when you will receive a new registration, the person is going to be added here automatically. Let me show you a real-time example. So from this registration page, I am going to create a new registration. So here I am putting the email address of a new person. So this is the email address, right? I'm clicking on book my place. And here I am going to put the name of the person who want to attend this webinar, and I am clicking on complete order, and you can see a new registration got done. Now let's check directly in Jetwebinar application if we got a new registrant added or not. So I'm refreshing this page again, and you can see now Farah Khan got added here automatically. Okay, so our automation is working fine, and you can use it also, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description, guys, so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this same automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.